All right, bet. All right, family, we in the building. Ebony Republicans, you are in the ER, the emergency room. Guys, I'm seriously working on getting everything hooked up for us over here. Just give me a few minutes. We'll be like everywhere. They're never there. So we get a little bit started a little bit earlier. Had to change a few things in order to do it. And then we're going to get right to it. And I want to just explain to you what you're showing up for. So you're showing up to understand a little bit better why Earl the True Spence Jr. beats Terrence Bud Crawford, why Earl the True Spence Jr., the Big Fish, beats Boots, and you're here to understand something you don't know about Earl the True Spence Jr. Check. You're also here to figure out how and why Earl the True Spence Jr. is the greatest 147-pounder that has ever graced boxing and put on the gloves. At about or around 5 minutes, not too far off, I'll begin to take over and break down exactly what you're hearing and show you how the industry and those powers that be, if you will, behind the scenes, mainly just some goofy boxers, are all hating on Errol the Truth Spence Jr. You're going to begin to understand why do we have such a weird posture happening here. You're going to begin to understand why Bud is ducking. We're going to break down the God honest truth for you. Now, I want it to be fair because we so far have a reputation of not being biased, even though we can support Earl True Spence Jr. It's like you can have a favorite team, but you are a boxing analyst, right? So if you just bear with me, if you give me a second here, we are going to get to it. We're going to basically show you exactly why Earl the True Spence Jr. is hated on. We're going to show you exactly why the cartel, the boxing cartel, is coming after him. You're going to begin to understand why Terrence Crawford left Bob Arrow. I'm going to break down the whole thing to you. BOK Prime, but I'm happy that him sparring Mayweather come up because this is all going to come back to the Mayweathers at the end of the day because we're here to talk about Spence Jr. sparring against Mayweather. So without further ado, I'm going to use a third. I'm going to use a third party to come in, and they're going to handle all of the language. And when they're finished, I'll break it down. Now I might stop a little bit if you don't mind to help you to understand. Now, before we get started, what I want you to understand is when somebody's going to start lying in this video, or anytime you hear someone commenting on Errol Spence Mayweather, I just want you to understand they start to try to set the scenery for you, right? Because they don't think that you're competent enough to understand what people are saying to you, especially if you're a black man. They feel that they have to, you don't understand. So we're going to debunk all of that. We're going to basically tell you up front. The people who are going to tell you what really happened in sparring, they get right to it. Well, which I mean, what can I say? I mean, these fools just start going at it and boom, 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 boom. They're telling the truth. Whenever somebody starts off by saying, "Look, man, he just got out of jail," okay, the guy was young, okay, he was on his way out, and this happened and that happened. They're lying. They're adding. They're thinking about it. I'm going to tell you that up front, just so you know. Welcome back to Real Boxing. Welcome to everybody in the. Maybe some Kevin Samuels going on here. You got some goddamn some color lights in here. I forgot about that goddamn shit. Let me hold on. No. Let me get this here started there, buddies. Give me a second here, pals. Give me a second here. Get some goddamn Kevin Samuels going on here. I got something like that. Don't worry. I'm gonna get it together. Baby boy a little busy. Ah, there we go. Got the goddamn blue light on. Join us hard. Got the damn So we're gonna let a third party come up in here, and they're going to actually speak to an interview. So it's not biased. Just so you understand. Somebody go tell a friend. Let me check my sound. Make sure we straight. We're about to dig into these boys real quick because we really had enough of the nonsense. And let me just go ahead and get started first and foremost. You guys ready? So remember, we got a few minutes and then we're going to get into the live, but I want you just to listen to a third party. It's a third party. This is head bosom boxing. And I'll drop the link in the description.
Like that, for real. So it was like I was in the gym. I was chilling.
Well, let's back this up.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like that, for real. So it was like I was in the gym. I was chilling. But once I got in there, everybody started hitting on the mats. Like they call it the dog house.
All right, time. That's 1 round. Get your bro. It's only a 7-minute round. The first one was a 5. So we're gonna let him take a longer breathing. So you can take a longer. We got you. It's tough competition. It could go either way. It's about pushing these fighters to the limit. And when we say push it to the limit, we truly believe there's no limit. It's called the dog house.
Everybody hitting on the mat. So that just triggered like something in my head, like just a competitive instinct in my head. It was like, oh, it's on now. We're going like 5-7 minutes, 1 round, things like that. We going at it. So I get out the ring. He look out the ring. He say, "You all right for you, mother?" Okay. All right. And I ain't heard him at first. I say, what? He say, "You all right for?" I say, man. I say, what? I say, man, you got me messed up. I say, man, put your shit back on. I said, matter of fact, turn off the clock. I said, we go to somebody drop. And then we get in there and spar for like 8-9 more minutes. We get in there and spar. And then he was like, all right, that's enough. But I think I heard his respect at the time. I think I respect. He was like, all right, this kid ain't no pushover. Like, he don't care, who I am.
Now, this is this one right here is a couple years old, where Errol was talking about sparring Floyd Mayweather. I think the interview was early setback, but let's listen.
Floyd's just smart, man.
Why?
Just, like, you can always say he's thinking, like, and you can't take any time off. Like, he's always thinking. He's always in target to land a punch. He's always looking. Like, you throwing at him, he's always slipping. He's just looking at you. He's never turning away looking at you. Just his cat-like reflex, too. Everything, he just put everything together. It's just, dude, perfect.
If you did ever fight him, it would be a huge fight.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man.
But we don't know. He might come back for Manny, maybe.
He ain't coming back.
You don't think so? What if the money's insane?
Man, he fighting overseas, getting the first round knockouts.
Hey, he did look good. He did look good.
First round knockout.
Now, this is Errol Spence being asked in the beginning about his sparring session with Mayweather. And like a young boxer, a young fighter, he was very gracious, very respectful. He was very clear. And he said, great things about the man who gave him an opportunity to spar him. Let's continue.
Hey,
16 is that another model? You want that model when you retire too, right?
Yeah. Fight.
Looking at that when you spar with him, don't you think that gave you your real spark? Because everybody it was reporting.
Shout out to IOTBA being in the middle of this, asking them the great questions. Wolfpack, peace and blessings, family.
That you had did this and that to Floyd and Spawn, do you think that gave you a spark where everybody started taking you real seriously?
Yeah, but I mean, I could have had a bigger spark by the taking. Like everybody's telling me about what happened.
Now, hold on. Just listen. So IOTBA asked Errol Spence the question: do you think that this is what gave you the spark? That people heard that you did this and that. This is his words to Mayweather. He said, "Oh, well, not really." He said it because if I wanted a real spark, I could have really basically said everything that happened there. He said, but I didn't do that. Like, I decided to be an upstanding nigga. What they say, the rules is in there. I didn't go around trying to get a career off because I could have went through the roof. It's basically what Errol Spence Jr. just said. Go back and listen to it, family. I'm going to keep going for you.
Camp and this and that, and did you knock him out, or did you give him a black eye, and this and that. But
What you mean you could have had a bigger spark?
I mean, most guys, like it just don't read the rule. You don't talk about what happened in Spawn.
Now, I can't front. The way Errol spoke on it right there, especially at the end, kind of gave the impression that maybe, just maybe, he's being polite when he talks about this.
Now, guys, this is a third party. I'm going to take over just about at 5. We're listening to a third party interview folks about the sparring session. This is going to explain why Bud and Boots Ennis is afraid. They know better. They're clout chasing. They're trying to get to the stars, and they're going to make a left turn or a U-turn when they come to Earl because they know better. If Mayweather can't beat this fucking guy, I don't want to hear shit about you guys. Tell me out both sides of your mouth about this here Bud foolishness and Mayweather foolishness. Stop. He is the best, greatest at 147. There is no year, no date where there was ever a 147-pounder that was better than Earl the Truth Big Fish Spence, period. I am willing to be 50-0 on knocking out anybody who has any other disagreements with 147. Earl the Truth Spence Jr. is the best. I'm not talking about 135, so don't come over here with that. I'm not talking about 130, 168, even 154, 147. I am undefeated. No one beats Earl, even Mayweather. Let's continue with the third party. So I'm not being biased. I don't know this guy. I never met him. Okay? Let's just listen.
Like I said, that was a couple years ago. He was definitely more in depth with the first interview. But like I said, when he spoke on it that time, he kind of gave the impression that, yeah, I learned some stuff from him, and he this, he that. He gave Floyd his accolades, but kind of felt like, yeah, but at the same time, I could have, if I tell the real story exactly what happened, I can embarrass him and, could have made.
Now, this third party is saying that Earl, on his first interview, gave Mayweather his props, but he also threw that little caveat in there. If I really wanted to, I could have spoke more on it. But Earl was like, listen, this is the rules. We don't do that. So I never tried to get a come up off of it. You following me? Now, listen.
My name even bigger at the time because remember, this was early in his career. I think like 2-0, 3-0, something like that. So he could have really got a big spark off of that. All right, now we're going to listen to an interview done by Fight Hype with Hasim Rockman Jr., son of Hasim the Rockman, two-time former heavyweight champion. Now, if you remember the clip that we showed earlier with Floyd talking about the doghouse, that particular day.
Now, let me just explain to you. This is a guy, Rockman's son. He's got a dog in this fight. This is a Mayweather friend. Earl don't know these people. They go there to have off the camera real fights, street shit. In Mayweather's gym, you put your cameras up. They don't allow you to have them out. Earl goes up in there. He visited from Dallas. And, Mayweather talking to everybody like, shut up, motherfucker. Get over there. Put your fucking phone down. Everybody keep your fucking voice down. He's running the doghouse. This is how it goes. Now, we got these two fucking guys. They're going to fight. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get out of line. You're going to get your ass. This is how it goes at the doghouse. Earl up in there. They talking. And, Mayweather just shooting this shit. And nigga like, Earl like, yo, bro, you ain't talking to me, fam. Hold on. We're not even here for you, bro. But what you mean I ain't talking to you? They like, yo, chill, bro. That's Mayweather. He like, so what y'all mean, bro? Yo, you want to spar? Let's put the gloves on. Boom. Right? He get in there thinking he finna touch him up. Earl slapped the nigga up in the first round. They like, all right, cool. He get out. Mayweather not cool with that. So he like, nigga, get your bitch ass back in here. Why would you talk to me like that if you won and I got out of the ring? You see what I'm saying? That means I got out the ring, nigga, because you ain't want no more. We agreed on a time and we went to that time and I bust that ass. That's what happened. Okay, now let's just get to the third party.
On that episode of Showtime 24/7, I think that's what it's called, Floyd Mayweather had this guy from London come over, and he was trying to fight former middleweight champ Ishai Smith, and Hakeem Roxman's son,
So they on some Jay Prince shit. You know, Jay Prince put together Mayweather's career. So he's putting together some dice game boxing shit, but no dice. And he's invited niggas from London. Everybody come on over here. This is a Mayweather event, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And there's the after party. But for right now, this is the doghouse. You understand? So here we go. We're in the doghouse. Mayweather's running things. Listen to this.
Other son got beat up by him. His younger son got beat up by the guy.
So there's events going on that has nothing to do with Spence at this time until Mayweather started acting crazy. Listen.
Rockman Jr. and his mom came in to get a little get back against the guy from London. Now, this is how insane the doghouse can be. This is like at its craziest. Now, first off, you got a house full of guys or boxers and people, you know, that are affiliated with boxing and boxers, trainers, etc., etc. You got people gambling. You got the two combatants who getting up in there. You got Floyd Mayweather up in there. But here's the craziest part. These guys, they didn't fight 3-minute rounds. They didn't fight 5-minute rounds. They didn't fight a 7-minute round. They fought until somebody dropped. You saw it.
So understand what he's saying. You got a bunch of guys, he said, that was gambling. Gold chains on, and they in shape. Black men, bunch of energy. You know, niggas from Baltimore, niggas from London, niggas from Dallas, you know what I'm saying? Niggas up in here from B-Town, Bricktown, you know what I'm saying? Niggas up in here from the Bay Area, you know what I mean? We got Oakland up in this joint, Crown Heights. It's on, kid. You know what I'm saying? Louisiana, come on.
The phone 13 minutes, but no, it didn't stop there. These guys fought for 31 minutes. I'm going to say it again. They fought for 31 minutes. Hakeem Rockman Jr. pulled it out, but only after they fought. I'm going to say it one more time. For 31 minutes. That's how insane the doghouse can be when it's a grudge that needed to be settled. But anyway, so we know he definitely knows what he's talking about when it comes to the doghouse. He's definitely been up in there.
So he said the guy that's about to be interviewed, he's been to the doghouse. That nigga fought 31 minutes up in there, and he wasn't there. He don't know Spence. He came there with his mom's because his little brother lost a session, and he wanted to fight this nigga that was there talking junk from London. And he beat the nigga after a while. So he about to interview this cat who was there at the sparring between Floyd Money Mayweather, Pretty Boy Floyd, and Errol the True Spence Jr. Big Fish. Listen.
He's frequently there. So let's see what he had to say about Errol Spence versus Floyd Mayweather when they sparred.
I did see him box Floyd though, and I was there when they first sparred.
Can you tell us how that went?
I mean, y'all see where Earl at right now? He world champion. I mean, he did his thing. So it would have been if it was the other way around, it wouldn't have been no story.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been like everybody else. But when it's somebody who has been to that level and done that, then everything that happened in the gym stay in the gym, but you can read between the lines.
Mm-hmm.
Now he just said if it was the other way around, there wouldn't been no Errol Spence. He said, if you can read between the lines, pretty much, Earl is world champion today. What does that tell you? Now, he's trying not to break the rules, but what he's telling you is, believe me, he beat the crap out of Mayweather. Now, Mayweather has a guy who he trained with in his gym and gave some clout to. He comes out trying to be funny. Because, again, this is a huge conspiracy. It's not ending. This is really about Mayweather and Spence, not even Crawford or Boots. So they haven't let it go yet. Spence hasn't been beat, so they can just have their day in the sun. So this guy comes out this week and he talks about, oh, he didn't beat Mayweather. He almost knocked Earl out. Come on, Earl responded, "This is your captain, man. Guys, stop it. Y'all know what happened. You understand? Y'all gonna mess around and have us open up the books if you keep playing. Don't do that, because guess what? It didn't come from Mayweather, but you gonna go do it. So I'm supposed to let that go. You understand what I'm saying? Don't play with me. You know what I mean? This is what Earl's on. Like, God, I'm doing the most. If you don't have me spill the beans, because you know I damn sure could. And everybody knows what happened there. Now, remember the rule I told you: when somebody's lying, they'll try to set the table for you to understand what happened there versus just telling you what they saw. So when you ask somebody who's telling the truth, yo, who won between Weather and Spence? They go, yo, man, shit. Them fools got into it. And I mean, Spence, man, or Mayweather, they're telling the truth. But when somebody goes, well, it was raining that day, and the flights was late, and he's a young guy and he's on his way out and he just came. It's that person is about to start lying to you. Do you understand? Okay. This is where Crawford gets it from, the Mayweather's camp. These guys are delusional. You ready? Let's go.
I ain't go front. Listening to Hakeem Rockman Jr., even though he didn't say much, he kind of alluded that maybe Floyd maybe got dominated by Errol. At the very least, Errol was hanging in there. Like you said, if it would have been somebody else, it wouldn't be that big of a story. But we are talking about Floyd Mayweather, so at the very least, we know it was some give and take. He ain't necessarily put enough together. You could say Errol dominated Floyd, but definitely Errol was in there giving just as good as he was getting. But let's move on. This is Jeff Mayweather. For those who don't know who Jeff Mayweather is, he's kind of like...
Now, guys, remember I told you, when someone is about to lie about what happened with Spence and Mayweather, they start off trying to paint a picture because they think you're a black guy, a black man, and you need us to chop this meat up for you. We'll fix your steak for you. They don't want you to take it apart because they know they're going to be having to tell the truth. Now, people who tell you the truth about what happened, they get into it. They don't tell you about the rain and who flight was late and how old they was at the time. They just get into what happened for as much as they can tell. Now, listen to Mayweather's uncle who tells you about this. Listen to his every behavior like you're a cop. Listen to this.
The Regal star of the Mayweather clan. Anyway, this is Jeff Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather's uncle, and he's giving this take once again. He was there for the sparring session, so let's see what Jeff got to say.
So I was there. I watched it, and it wasn't no infamous. It wasn't. I was there. I watched the sparring. What it was is that Earl was just young, and being that Earl was young, and this is what everybody turned it into such a deal because Earl said, "Let's go another round." That's it. It wasn't like Earl done special. Floyd already sparred two people before him.
So, but didn't that basically show if he didn't want to go another round, he knew that he was...
I mean, he just tired of sparring. It was time for him to get out the ring.
Not that he didn't want to get shown up by a younger up-and-coming fighter?
Don't matter.
Doesn't matter.
No. It's sparring. You think somebody got... If you're not getting paid to spar, what difference does it make if you decide, I'm going to walk out the ring now?
Don't you think that Floyd learned from that sparring session that's not a guy he wanted to be in a real fight with?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
The potential to ruin his undefeated record, right?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Say it again.
I understand. Trying to think of a reason. I understand.
No, I ain't thinking of. I already know.
Yeah. So,
yo, family, listen to the white dude in the background. He feel the capping happening, like I told you. Listen, y'all, you got to understand what's going on. It's a conspiracy, guys. This whole BLK Prime shit. Listen, he says, man, doesn't this say that this is a guy he doesn't want to get in there? He said, no. The guy goes, no, indicating if you understand grammar comprehension, like, shit, I don't agree. I'm being nice about it. Then he goes, no, that doesn't show anything. He goes, it doesn't. And he goes, oh, I'm not evading the question. I had to look at my phone. He goes, yeah, I get it. Bro, let me just throw that back real quick. So you can hear.
You would agree was
listen to the white guy.
At that time.
Nah,
Listen to the white guy.
I wouldn't say that. It's fine. You think somebody got, if you're not getting paid to spar, what difference does it make if you decide, I'm going to walk out the ring now?
But don't you think that Floyd learned from that sparring session that's not a guy he wanted to get in a real fight with?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
The potential to ruin his undefeated record, right?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Say it again.
I understand. Trying to think of a reason. I understand.
No, I ain't thinking of. I already know.
Yeah. So that Errol Spence, you would agree, was probably better than Floyd at that time.
Nah.
Listen to the guy's assertion. He's trying to be nice. You know, Spence was better than Mayweather at that time with 2 fucking fights. And guys, are y'all seeing this shit? It shouldn't even be a question. The first sparring round was over because it was a timer. That's why Spence said, fuck that. Turn the timer off then, nigga. Don't play with me. They said, yo, Earl, chill. Earl took his shit off now. Come on. Motherfucking Fort Worth and this shit. TCU, run that bitch. I was yelling at them niggas from Michigan. Nigga, run them hoes. You hear me? Go get his detractors. Y'all send a link out. And you see the link in the chat. If you got something to say, come on up in here. Stop tweeting foolishness. Now, we're listening to a third-party guy who are showing you the interviews of those who are biased and non-biased. And you can see the difference when they're lying. This is a white man who's interviewing Jeff Mayweather. He has nothing to do with either fighter, okay? He's basically helping you to appreciate, like, y'all niggas happen. This kid is special, and he's young. Come on, man. Don't play with me, man. We educated. Ain't no dumb black men over here. Let's finish.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, not that you're not biased or anything.
No, I'm not biased either.
All right, so who
Listen to the sarcasm from the white dude.
Just came out the Olympics. I'm gonna beat Floyd.
What do you remember about that sparring?
It was some good sparring. I mean, nobody dominated each other. It was just good sparring, and Earl was young.
Nobody dominated each other. Now, up until what you're going to hear, up until Earl, Mayweather's never not dominated anybody. All of a sudden, nobody dominated nobody. It was friendly guys. They was in the library. They just started yelling, and they started playing pity pat, and everybody walked out and went home. I mean, what are y'all trying to make? No, niggas talking about it was a fight. Somebody was on the floor, okay, and y'all niggas is capping here. That's why the white dude is like, no. I mean, not that you're biased or anything. Well, no, I'm not biased. He's like, not that you're not trying to think of something. I'm not thinking of nothing. The guy knows what happened because he got the information. See, the industry, they talk. They can't put it on camera, though. But niggas, they be at parties talking about that shit. That nigga Earl whipped that nigga ass. Stop lying. Oh, God, I was there, bro. Yo, he did? Yo, Earl, the truth, son. And behind the scenes, word got out. And as you can see, like they say, he world champion. I'm telling you. Crawford, no. He know that nigga gave Mayweather work. Y'all keep playing.
And being that Earl was young, because usually when Floyd when he sparred with everyone, he dominates them. And when he dominates,
his own uncle said when he's sparring with everyone else, he dominates him. His uncle said that. Now all of a sudden, at this one, dominated anyone. For someone to even break even with Mayweather, the greatest of all times, and you 2 fights, nigga, you are the winner. Play with me. Y'all keep playing with fucking words around here, man.
Dominates him, and basically that's it, But Earl, basically, even though it was give and take sparring, Earl said, let's go one more round. And Floyd said no. And so it turned into a big story that really didn't mean anything.
I think this one was real interesting. even though Jeff Mayweather, he did say, well, he basically said it was give and take. Nobody dominated anybody. But see, that's still the show. That's going to make people are going to favor Errol when you say that, because Errol was only 2 fights in, and Floyd, basically had already cemented his legacy with at that point in time in his career. So that kind of speaks volumes on behalf of Errol. But at the same time, like Jeff said, it was sparring, and also Floyd had been sparring with other people, which, by the way, that lead us to our next witness to what happened between Floyd and Errol Spence Jr. Now, this is coming from the mouth of none other than Leonard Ellerby, right? And
now Leonard always dropping the beans.
Floyd did actually spar with other people before.
Leonard gonna tell you the truth.
Mayweather or spar with Floyd Mayweather. So let's listen to what Leonard Ellerby, CEO of Mayweather Promotions, has to say about the incident.
Listen to every word.
Errol in for camp. I mean, we had like 5 killers that Floyd was working with. And I felt bad because it was.
Now, again, listen to when people are going to start to abbreviate a little bit, because they asked you a simple question: what happened with Earl and what happened with, he was young. There were a bunch of guys there that, and this happened and that happened. Get into it. They're going to try to slow their foot into the hot water because they don't want you to know.
It was like 5 championship fights that Floyd had to fight. I mean, to work back to back to back. But with Earl,
can you hear it? Look how you say, but with Earl, everybody say that. With Earl, y'all sound like we trying to be his bitch or something. He just a fighter that black men like. He Jack Johnson today, baby. This Muhammad Ali right here. I'm gonna go in and give him that respect, nigga. They don't want none of this shit. I'm telling you, they don't want none of this here, man. Y'all better stop playing.
It's like that was a fight, really. It was a fight because it's like, and he don't approach it. He's one of the most respectful, humble guys that are out there. He just comes and do his thing.
All right, now this one right here, this is still Leonard Ellerby, but this is later on doing another interview with somebody else asking him. Well, actually, they don't ask him about the Spence thing, but because he's talking about Errol and being familiar with him, he brought up himself, him and Floyd sparring.
Given to have a chance to see Earl, I've been to a lot of his fights, but just actually seeing him work in the gym. He worked with Floyd in a training camp 5-6 years ago. I know what he's capable of bringing to the table. How'd that work? And what Earl brings to the table, you gotta have something to keep him off feet. I watched him and Floyd in camp, and it gets no better than fighting the best guy there. And it's like, he gave Floyd some great work.
And there was a lot of rumors about that. He gave Floyd a black eye.
Great work.
No. It's not even about that. And real cats don't discuss, what goes on.
Now listen, he said I heard he gave Floyd somebody on the side. I heard he gave him a black eye. He go, no, it ain't about that. He didn't say no, he didn't. It's not about that. Don't worry. It was about 2 guys training. Listen to the cap, guys. Look.
Like the details in camp. He's a tremendous fighter. He gave Floyd best work that he's had. And it's like you gotta think when you fight him. But he puts mental pressure on you that it forces you to make a lot of mistakes. It forces you to make a lot of mistakes because he's not gonna go overboard with certain things. He just does every single thing. And it's hard to be the guy with a good jab, with good sound fundamentals. He's in great shape for 12 rounds, and he's looking to punish you.
All right, now, this one right here, we're going to listen to, and by the way, this will be the last one, is Floyd Mayweather's account of what happened with him and Errol Spence sparring. Now, ironically enough, I think this was like 2015, right after Sean Porter had beat Adrian Broner. Floyd and Errol was together, and they did an interview outside about Errol Spence Jr.
Now notice Earl was on him first before he got to this Crawford shit. I want you to understand what's happening in boxing. How did the industry turn on Earl? When he got to a point where Earl, look, I never came in here to be y'all friends. I never came in here to follow y'all. I got my own promotion. I got my own. I'm with Jerry Jones, AT&T Stadium, Dallas. Mayweather took that as offense. Nigga, you ain't gonna beat me in sparring and then not sign to me. What the fuck you mean? This is what shook off at. Earl beat him. There is no discussion in it. I'm here to defend that today. Earl beat Mayweather in sparring. Period. Do you follow me? And we're going to do this last interview from Mayweather's mouth. I'm going to break this whole thing down to you. And we're going to
get getting a title shot. And back then, Floyd really pushed for Errol to get a title shot against Keith Thurman, even going far as to say stuff like, you know, if Keith fight Errol Spence or beat him, then I'll fight him. So he really was pushing for Errol around that 2014, 2015 time frame to get in the ring with one of the champions. But anyway, he brought up the sparring session himself. But that's what Floyd had to say.
I know that the champ believes in you, but this has to put you right on the radar screen now.
Yeah, I'm definitely on the radar. I think I'm ready to fight Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, before he'll relinquish his titles, and we'll fight in September if they're ready to step up. I'm ready to.
I want you to just listen what just said. Spence said Mayweather's going to relinquish his titles. Listen to me. He was giving them up. He wasn't going to defend them. The original duck. Listen to me. The original duck. He said, calm down and relax. What's going on? He said, Mayweather, Spence is saying this, is going to relinquish his titles, meaning he ain't finna give me to fight for them damn titles. But he wants me to go ahead and fight Porter or Thurman. Listen to this. So while Earl was still in the midst of setting up his function, his getting down with Jerry, and getting fully businessized, DBA, go downtown Dallas, get this promotion, get your flyers, get everything. Once Spence did that, Mayweather got upset about this. Just understand the background of this, right? Now Mayweather has some belts, and he doesn't want to fight for them. So he wants to befriend Spence. Until Spence said, I'm my own guy, he went to Crawford and hoping anybody, he may have to do it because he's got to get back at him. He's the mastermind behind everything. BLK Prime, the false date in November, and the discrepancies in the numbers and the fight. Mayweather's bad luck. He's got his paws all over it. That's why most of us was shocked. Yeah, blue this, but Mayweather shocked us even more. Why are you involved in this here? And Adrian Broner, he's always in the picture. He's always at the party. Somebody gets shot, beat up. Something got stolen. Adrian was there. The sparring section, the fly on the wall, the one who knows everything and will reveal all. Adrian Broner. Listen to the science, guys. You keep letting these people deceive you, bro. They waving something in front of you and they're trying to hypnotize you. Listen to the language, guys. Come on, man. Earl shouldn't even been close with him, nigga, in his second fight. Nigga, 28 fights in. To this day, was straight dust Mayweather. You're going to talk about he ain't the greatest 147. Like, I'm out of control and I'm talking weird to be even saying some shit like this. How dare you? Whether it gets allowed to be the greatest 147, maybe Pacquiao, but don't you dare say Spence. Nigga, please. I know what you don't know because I see greatness when it first gets started, just like those goddamn hog frogs. I don't wait till the end to jump on the goddamn bandwagon so I can celebrate really with them at the end of it. I was there when he fought Ugas. Ishmael Salas said if that guy fights Crawford, he will dust him. Go and look at it. Kenny Porter, son, just lost to the freaking guy. He's a farmer. He's a good kid. He fights with Jerry Jones. He had a couple of beers, a couple of Cokes, and Jack flipped his car. A rich white kid. And they're trying to hold his feet to the fire. Let's finish this last interview. so we can really dig into this and get the hell out of here. Because these people are crazy. They always got something to tweet. Jump in the comment sections. You ask them to show up. Pull up. Pull up. Come on, big nigga. Pull up. Come on, baby Paul. Crickets. You ask them, how does Crawford beat Spence? Well, that nigga was drinking. Okay. How does he beat Spence? See, most guys, please. What we're doing here is a soundbite game. I'm letting you listen to people who he interviewed, a third party, before I begin. And you can hear the cap, guys. And I tell you what, let's just be fair. Let's just say Spence didn't beat him. I'll do that. But do you hear the language of a guy in his second fight to give him great work? Nobody dominated that night. Usually Mayweather dominates everybody. Are y'all listening to this? $10 million to Crawford, $10 million to Adrian Broner. Are y'all listening to this? Andre Ward, he said he don't know why Spence doing this. Steven Espinosa said, bro, Crawford blindsided us. A respected patriot, small-time business guy, went up all the way, goddamn, to Wall Street just about. Goddamn Al Heyman. Goddamn Al Heyman. He's respected in the business world. Crawford walks his baby nuts on the stage and disrespects Al Heyman. Now, I got mad at Al because he let Mayweather walk on the scene and into his fight. He ain't going to fight. This ain't going to. Nobody asked you to do that. You think Earl wanted you to say that? Come on, man. Yo, see, look, he's there. Always there. Got nothing to do with this damn fight. I'm his partner. And, since, me and Al is cool, listen to the language. Come on, man.
It would have been, if it was the other way around, it wouldn't have been no story. Mm-hmm. It would have been like everybody else. But when it's somebody who has been to that level and done that, then, everything that happened in the gym, stay in the gym, but you can read between the lines.
Mm-hmm. Now, I ain't go front. Listening to Hakeem Rockman Jr., even though he didn't say much, he kind of alluded that maybe.
I'm going to forward it a little bit because we heard that part.
Mayweather's uncle, and he's giving his take once again.
I want to hear this one.
For the
listen to how Jeff Mayweather lies through his asshole.
I watched it. And it wasn't no infamous. It wasn't. I was there. I watched the sparring. What it was is that Earl was just young.
Lying.
And being that Earl was young.
Lying.
And this is what everybody turned it into such a big deal because Earl said, let's go another round. That's it. It wasn't like Earl did nothing special.
Lying.
He already sparred two people.
Now listen to the interviewer.
So basically, show if he didn't want to go another round, he knew that he was.
I mean, he just tired of sparring. It was time for him out the ring.
Not that he didn't want to get shown up by a younger up and coming fighter.
Don't matter.
Doesn't matter.
No, it's sparring. You think somebody got? If you're not getting paid to spar, what difference does it make if you decide I'm gonna walk out the ring?
Basically, I'm not getting paid to get my ass whooped.
But don't you think that Floyd learned from that sparring session that's not a guy he wanted to get in a real fight with?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
You don't think so?
He has the potential to ruin his undefeated record, right?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Say it again.
I understand. Trying to think of it of a reason. I understand.
No, I ain't thinking of. I already know.
Yeah. So that Errol Spence, you would agree, was probably better than Floyd at that time.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Well, not that you're not biased or anything.
No, I'm not biased either.
All right, so
I mean, Earl at that time just came out the Olympics. Gonna be Floyd.
Well, what do you remember about that sparring?
It was some good sparring. I mean, it like nobody dominated each other. It was just good sparring, and Earl was young, and being that Earl was young, when Floyd dominates, when he sparred with everyone, he dominates them, and when he dominates them, And basically, that's it, But Earl, basically, even though it was give and take sparring, Earl said, let's go one more round. And Floyd said no. And so it turned into a big story that really didn't mean anything.
And I think this one was real interesting. Even though Jeff Mayweather, he did say, well, he basically said it was give and take. No dominated anybody. That's still going to show, that's going to make, people are going to favor Errol when you say that, because Errol was only 2 fights in, and Floyd.
Are y'all listening to this shit, or I'm fucking tripping?
His legacy with at that point in time in his career. So that kind of speaks volumes on behalf of Errol. But at the same time,
now I want y'all to listen to one special thing. If you don't listen to nothing else, baby, Merry Christmas from New York, motherfucking city. Recorded live, bitch. We'll be there. Good Lord. Listen. Let me ask you a question. Are people talking about Spence relinquishing the belts? They are. They said if you don't want to fight Boots, you got to give one away. If you don't fight this guy, you got to give one away. Didn't y'all hear that? I want you to listen to Errol the Truth Spence Jr. He says to you, all you wonderful people out there, Mayweather's going to relinquish them belts. I'll let you decide what you think about what I just said and what about what Spence is about to say. You decide what is going on now.
Jeff said it was sparring, and also Floyd had been sparring with other people, which, by the way, that lead us.
Now just think about it. Why would Tarver got something to say? Just put the pieces together, guys. What the hell is Andre Ward's got something to say here about this hip hop? Yo, ask him why. Max Kellerman, Mayweather, he's coming out to speak on the fight. They know the greatest of all times of 147 is about to do it and pass his motherfucking ass like LeBron James, bitch. The highest scorer ever, ho. 62 fucking punch rate, the best fucking jab in the business at this time. The best fucking body work. Whipped your motherfucking ass twice, and y'all still talking about this nigga scared to get in the ring with somebody. In 2 fights in, he got in there with Mayweather in the doghouse. Why would he duck Crawford? It makes no sense. Go get some help. Ask somebody to come to defend this, because you can't. This is out of the horse's mouth. Listen to what Spence says. He says he's going to relinquish the belts. Spence knew at that time Mayweather wouldn't fight me. He's going to relinquish the belts. Listen.
To our next witness to what happened between Floyd and Errol Spence Jr. Now, this is coming from the mouth of none other than Leonard Ellerby, right? And he's going to confirm that Floyd did actually spar.
Now remember, Leonard Ellerby has college. So listen how he lied. I got some good Republicans in here, don't I? Is my white girls in here? Goddamn real big niggas in here? Come on, listen.
When I brought Errol in for camp, I mean, we had like 5 killers that Floyd was working with. And I felt bad because it was like 5 championship fights that Floyd had to fight.
Listen to him set the table.
To work back to back to back. But with Errol, it's like that was a fight. Really? It was a fight because it's like, and he don't approach it. He's one of the most respectful, humble guys that are out there. He just comes and do his thing.
Leonard Ellerby.
All right, now this one right here, this is still Leonard Ellerby, but this is later on doing another.
This is Leonard Ellerby. Leonard Ellerby.
Asked him about the Spence thing.
Leonard Ellerby.
Talking about Errol and
Leonard Ellerby.
Himself, him and Floyd.
Listen to the language.
Given to have a chance to see Errol, I've been to a lot of his fights. But just
you ever been to court, nigga? You ever read the Constitution, nigga? Listen to the goddamn language.
Seeing him work in the gym. He worked with Floyd in a training camp these 5-6 years ago. I know what he's capable of bringing to the table. And what Errol brings to the table, you gotta have some to keep him off of you. I watched him and Floyd in camp, and it gets no better than fighting the best guy there. It's like, you know, he gave Floyd some great work.
And there was a lot of rumors about that. He gave Floyd a black guy.
No. It's not about that. And real cats don't discuss, you know, what goes on, you know, like the details in camp. He's a tremendous fighter. He gave Floyd some of the best work that he's had. And it's like you gotta think when you fight him. But he puts mental on you that it forces you to make a lot of mistakes. It forces you to make a lot of mistakes because he's not gonna go overboard with certain things. He just does every single thing. And it's hard to be the guy with a good jab, with good sound fundamentals. He's in great shape for 12 rounds, and he's looking to punish you.
All right, now this one right here we're going to listen to, and by the way, this will be the last one. Is Floyd Mayweather's account of what happened with him and Errol Spence.
I'm the employer. You're the goddamn employee. I got an arbitrational here guy. I don't know this fucking guy. He's got interviews anyway from the fucking mouthpieces themselves. Listen to this shit. Press play, guy.
Spence sparring. Now, ironically enough, I think this was like 2015, right after Sean Porter had beat Adrian Broner. Floyd and Errol was together, and they did an interview.
Ronald Worthy says Mayweather was asked by Spence, let's go another round, and Mayweather declined. That says it all. You know what, Ronald? You're a fucking guy. I'm going to make sure I pin that goddamn comment. You ain't lying. See, somebody listens to the language here.
Outside about Errol Spence Jr. possibly getting a title shot. And back then, Floyd really pushed for Errol to get a title shot against Keith Thurman. Going as far as to say stuff like, you know, if Keith fight Errol Spence and beat him, then I'll fight him. So he really was pushing for Errol around that 2014, 2015 time frame to get in the ring with one of the champions. But anyway, he brought up the sparring session himself. But let's see what Floyd had to say about it.
I know that the champ believes in you, but this has to put you right on the radar screen now.
Yeah, I'm definitely on the radar. I think I'm ready to fight Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, for he'll relinquish his titles, and we'll fight in September if they're ready to step up.
I'm ready to relinquish belts. You know, I think I said, you know, before I said I was going to relinquish the belts, but I'm yet to receive my WBO belt. But let Leonard step in. You know, let Leonard talk about, you know, Errol Spence will look. I mean, I think two good matchups for him will be either Sean Porter in September or Keith Thurman. We haven't relinquished the belts yet. But once these guys say, you know what, we take the fight, we want the fight, with Errol Spence, then guess what, we're going to make it happen.
Errol Spence is a terrific fighter. I've said this time and time again. You know, like I said, he's that next wave. He's leading the pack, and he's going to be around for a long, long time.
What is it about it really captures your imagination?
I told you the guy was pushing me. He was giving me that good work. I said, no, this is what I need. This kind of work I need. A young guy that's going to push me. You know, at first I came in, kind of caught me off guard. I said, okay, I see him. So he made me, in training camp, he made me tighten my game up. Made me want to work hard, and that's what I need from young fighters. When they come to my training camp, I need them to push me, to give me that extra up when I'm in training camp.
Now, as you heard, Floyd.
All right, here we go. We've come to the end. This is the benediction. Put my goddamn glasses on here. Goddamn shades. Got the clock. Nice blue light. Did y'all hear that? Now, nobody's talking about the fact that Mayweather said out of his own mouth, he's waiting on a WBO. So this traffic jam with the WBO started in Mayweather's time. Come on, hey Jesus. Come on, y'all. See, y'all put me some fucking gospel in here. Come on, y'all fucking playing with me, man. Y'all playing with me. I gotta get some gospel in here. Y'all playing with me, man. I'm fucking preaching in this shit, yo. Mayweather was gonna relinquish the belts because he didn't want to fight Spence. He kept pushing Crawford, Sean Porter, and Thurman. Hallelujah. And nigga, you got belts. Oh, I'm gonna relinquish them. I've been said that. Everybody's angry. Come on, but listen, hold on. These niggas, I went to my job and did that shit. They was fucking with me one day. I put some fucking gospel on. We've been listening to DMX the whole time. Niggas, that nigga crazy. You ain't lying. Now, where's my check? Fuck out of here. Listen. Did any of y'all hear this before or paid attention to Mayweather relinquishing belts? Imagine if you heard Spence say to this day, I'm going to relinquish a belt. Y'all would drive a plunger up his ass. Am I lying? Can somebody say amen? Anybody? Am I lying? If you heard us, Earl the True Spence Jr., the big fish, say today that he's going to relinquish any one of those belts, are they not going to say, oh, you didn't want to fight Thurman then? You didn't want to fight Boots. I would have ran too. That's what they're going to say. You know it and I know it. And Earl been here before. He's seen what happened when a champion got cold feet like Mayweather. I know you got cold feet because I beat you in sparring. What you mean? I'm in an interview with you now. You batting for me to fight Thurman and Sean Porter, but why you? Oh, he's not going to talk about fighting me because we sparred and you're going to relinquish the belt. So why would I mention you? Earl was coming. He thought Earl was playing. Are y'all seeing this? Where are the tough guys? Where are all of the people at? Where are they? What's the debate? The link is there. If you're having some trouble, check your internet. Email me what you got. We'll get the phone lines here in a bit. We got that coming at some point. Oh, I want to hear the delusion. It's different when I read it and I go, maybe these guys misspelled something here, or they don't get it. Lost 2 times. That's when he said he caught me off guard, meaning you lost. Once you lost the first time, you got mad. He walks away. The timer is turned off at this time. I'm telling you, like if I was there, listen to me. Don't have me call Earl. Listen. Everybody's walking away. The timer's off. That nigga and everybody walking out that shit like, yo, I never seen nothing like this in my damn life. Mayweather, it got to him. He said, yo, bitch. He couldn't say, come on, let's just go another round. Why you had to call him like that? Yo, bitch. Pretty good. Get your ass back in here. Oh, you talking to me? Fam. Say, get my shit, son. We're going to get on some Dallas shit real quick for these niggas. These hoes. You hear me? I'm finna out this nigga on God. You hear me? Nigga, get in there with that Dallas lingo and swag. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, run up in that bitch. They cut the clock off. He beat the nigga so bad. You remember the guy who just came out? I don't even know the nigga name. You ain't worth me tell you your name. Talking about he had to jump up on the ropes. Look. Hey, I had to tell. Come on, you're giving him confidence. Stop backing up. I'm telling you. They asked me, how would he beat Crawford? I just told you. The nigga got the best jab in fucking boxing right now. Maybe of all goddamn times, guys. Are you watching this? Like Mike. I like to be like Mike. That nigga jab fucked Mayweather up, son. I don't give a fuck if he just got out of jail. Nigga, he wasn't there 3 years. Stop playing. Nigga wasn't there a full year. Don't matter. You got some niggas that go dormant too like they in jail. They ain't training, they ain't doing shit. Come on. Go to the body like nobody's business. Whip that nigga. Gave him a black eye, guys. I guarantee you. I'll put every nickel I got. I'm telling you. If I could bet, I know it. I know it. He gave the nigga a deep black eye, bro. A whole black eye, God. To the fact they had to make sure that everybody kept their fucking mouth closed, fam. A whole black eye, God. You know that nigga hit like a mule, bro. He went in there playing with this nigga. That's what he said. He caught me on. He rocked that nigga. Shit. Stumbled him. Nigga gone, bro. His whole shit is cleaned. Mike got to make sure, am I going to have to go to the doctor? Nigga survived running. Niggas got to tell him, stop running. They don't know. You don't get it. That's what I'm trying to tell you about Crawford. That's what happened to Ugas. You trying to disrespect Ugas as if he's not a good fucking boxer. He beat Crawford. It's just Spence hit like a fucking mule. The nigga could not punch back. He tried. His best shot to beat Spence was when he hit him. He should have finished him. And he showed you after getting hit like that, he came back like a fucking animal. The nigga hit like a mule. That's why the Antoine brother, 3 weeks ago, told Sean Ford, pointed to his face, nigga, stop capping, son. On God, they was on the sofa and he said that shit. He said, you know Earl hit crazy. That nigga Crawford got to be perfect for 12 rounds, nigga. Everybody in the game know what happened. I'm not going to have y'all with this fucking weird shit. Continuing. BBLK Prime, Broner, Crawford, stop. Might want that weird shit over here, man. That liberal shit out of here, nigga. Niggas can read. We got phonics, nigga. We see that shit. My dude trying to sell us some old other shit. Like I ain't supposed to go off. Moby Dick is lurking. That's right. Lawson Staten. He said he's lurking, bro. Y'all know that, fam. Crawford don't want that smoke. How could the guy who just lost Ishmael Silas, one of the greatest trainers and a legend, Hall of Famer coach, he said if this guy who beat you, Dennis, just you know this fucking guy here, Spence, he's saying this motherfucker, you know, I'm hitting the shots and I'm saying, oh my God, you know, this guy, he fights Crawford. No way. No. This is what he said. They asked Bozy. Don't worry about Timothy Bradley. Zab. Get out of here with that shit. Nobody falling for that old gumbo shit. The hell is Zab doing up there? The goddamn BLK Prime. Did you see the fucking background? These niggas think we stupid. Southside's the realest. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Big Tuck came down a Big Tuck. Whoop that nigga, bro. I heard that shit. I was in the stadium, God. That's on God. I was in the stadium, fam, up in AT&T, fam. Up in there with a whole Mexican woman, you know what I'm saying? Baby mama. Good old seasoned coach. Up in there chilling on it. Hot dogs and Cokes and shit, you know what I mean? Goddamn plant-based, you know what I mean? And we heard it, boom, boom, boom. I said, what is that? Is that the roof or the thunder? That's Spence. That nigga hit like, you see, y'all keep fan, man. Y'all gonna get boots in that goddamn ring and get that nigga killed, bro. On God, bro. See, I'm keeping it real, man. And they don't like this talk. They want to keep talking about diversions, man. Car accidents and shit. Mo 3, fam, I love Mo. You understand me? I'm in Dallas, fam. I represent that 817, though. I represent it all. 214-972-718, New York, the whole 9. Dallas, Texas. That's where I grew up at. I split 2 states. That's why my accent is like this. But this is where my roots is. And now in Dallas, we talking about damn near 2 decades. You know what I mean? TCU all the way. Fort Worth up in this thing. Funky town. I'm telling my version of what I see and what I hear. It's clear as day. A guy with 2 fights in, going up against the best, as they say, should never even get this close to have to be arguable about who won. What really happened? It's like Elvis. You know, is Tupac dead? What really happened? Bigfoot? Now you begin to understand why the industry's coming at him. They can't have a guy like this kick everybody. So we got to help Crawford. We got to sell Crawford. But everything's falling apart. BLK Prime. It's all falling apart. The numbers. Because it didn't make sense to start with. Now they let Boots get in there. Cute little guy, you know. Philly nigga. You hear me? There's motherfucking Republicans in here. We got the 300. Did y'all see that fucking movie? I need some real niggas in here with me. Like the Fellowship of the fucking Ring. These niggas are the orcs. We're going to fuck them up. Come on. They want some of this shit? Prove it. Leonard Ellaby says we got the best jab. So did Kenny Porter. I don't think Bozy would argue that. He going to say Boots can beat him, but other than that, he ain't nobody else going to beat Spence. I believe Bozy believes that. He said it between him and Crawford. Go listen to the interviews. He said he better not start throwing Spence. He said Spence will break him down. He'd get him up out of there. He said, but if it was Boots, we'd do the same thing to Spence. Okay. That's until for the first time, I'm going to love this one. I actually want Spence to fight him. Oh, God. Everybody talking about, no. We should turn around and do some old Dallas shit. You hear me? Get the hoes lit, bitch. You hear me? Tell that nigga to come out of AT&T. You hear me? Y'all keep talking that Philly shit, right? Is Dallas in this motherfucker with me? Is Dallas in this bitch? Is New York in this bitch? Huh? This nigga, we love Philly. But y'all niggas, what? Philly, get your fucking ass out here. Come out here to Dallas, nigga. Come out here to Dallas. You already know Houston gonna be in the building. Dallas gonna be in the building, fam. We're gonna just have a fight. That's it. Ain't no love lost, ain't no hate. Bring Boots out here. And that nigga gonna get in the ring. I guarantee you by the 4th round. Y'all be saying, why isn't that nigga swinging back like usual? You understand what Leonard is telling you. You don't get it. You're not watching it. Go back and fight niggas fights tonight. He's not what you think he is. His fundamentals is not body and jab only. The nigga got some special Santa Claus footwork on God. You don't even see the shit. The nigga is moonwalking on niggas, bro. He placed you where he wants you at, bro. Clarissa Shields said the nigga special, fam. And the nigga growing and y'all keep playing with Earl. Earl, when he get in that ring, he see it different, Cam. You hear me? I don't give a fuck about that trick bag and switch it, nigga. I'm knocking your motherfucking lights out, bitch. And you know it. Try that switching shit when you got the motherfucking, he said he mentally fucked you up. You can't think. The nigga put pressure on you. You up here trying to switch and get cute. And this nigga is still with 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, round after round, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. By the 5th round, you sit up here like, how long is this shit gonna last? Because this shit hurt. That's the only thing he was blessed with. That nigga is Achilles, bro. That nigga coming in a head hunt, period. Give a fuck if you can box or not, you gotta get hit. And that hurts a good fighter sometimes. When you technical, you sound good work. But that nigga, they say it comes down to every boxer, which shows your greatness. Muhammad Ali got hit. Fucked up. So did Tyson. Bernard Hopkins got his ass knocked out the fucking ring. Everybody, Rocky got his heat. Who do you guys think you are? Do you think that you're that fucking cute? Sweet ass panties in around with Boots. This, you know, Tyson was the first one that made me put some respect on his name. He said, look, I made a mistake, guys. Y'all know me. He said, this was a mean motherfucker. He said, I didn't see that in the beginning. Tyson, they go back and look. He said, I don't know, man. Spence, man, that nigga is a mean motherfucker. He used that language. This was after he said he likes Crawford. He went back and said, he's a mean motherfucker. He did what I did. He went and watched the replays. And he understood one thing. He's special. That nigga from Jamaica too. Did y'all know that? That nigga got some reggae up in there too. That nigga is special, God. You hear me? That nigga from Dallas, fam. You already know what that swag be like, cuz. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no different from New York, Cali, Atlanta. Dallas is on that shit too. Nigga, don't even play yourself. I'm from New York and I say that, cuz. That's why I'm here. I love it. Fuck with Texas. You know the saying, don't mess with Texas. You know what the guns is. Huh? Fucking Cowboys, you know what it is. Everything's bigger. There's nothing wrong with moving to a different market. Everybody's in Atlanta. I'm coming to fucking Texas. Huh? Some fucking cute bitches with some great boots and hat, and Mexicans and tacos and goddamn great stadium. Jerry Jones, the fucking Cowboys, TCU. Why not? Why not? I'm a little pissed off. These guys come in the comments and they say weird stuff. And I respectfully say, please, get on the panel. So what you're saying, because I'm reading it and I don't get it. I don't know if you even watch boxing. Some of the shit that comes out of your mouth, it's like you've been to somebody's channel, you heard them serving up some hors d'oeuvres, some bullshit, some cute clips and sound bites, and you run around, Crawford, a bud. Then you come over here and you hear about jabs, work rates, body work, footwork, mental work, homework, classwork. You get the whole 9 yards, mechanics, from an unbiased perspective. Of course, I'm Team Spence because I never seen nothing like that in my lifetime. And I know when he's done, people are going to say he's special. They're going to make excuses. Crawford was in his 30s. When you should have known from the very beginning that Crawford would probably get beat worse than any of them because he'll fight back. He'll be willing to die for this shit. He will never want you to ever see him in that condition. But you don't know what he's facing in that ring. And Spence, because you are so motherfucking a rabbit, you are here. I'm the wolf. I told you I was the wolf. I told you. Spence is going to try to break every freaking bone in that kid's body just to make the statement. And we hope, like Ugas, he stays there, lumped up, fucked up, and fight back so we can whip the God sense out of you. We can whip the devil out of you. We can whip Omaha out of you. Get you up out of here, fam. Don't y'all ever do no shit like that with no nigga that came down from no lightweight up to 147 talk that old goofy shit, nigga. Knock that nigga the fuck out and we can figure out what we gonna do with Boots. And if I was Spence double or nothing, I want him next. Fuck around and stay at 47 with all these motherfuckers, 3 more fights, bitch, and put the fucking belt down. Fuck them all. I don't even want to fight no more. Give me a deal with body armor. Fuck that. Couple of gyms and shit. Fuck these niggas. That's what we on over here. Why do you need 50 fights? We beat that nigga already. He won another exhibition? You want another fight? We're fine. Now he wants Bud to beat him. Anybody can you beat Spence? Come on, guys, help me out. I'm Mayweather. Let's talk about him. Spread the gossip. He's not doing this. He's not doing that at the Hall of Fame meeting. Come on, guys. We all on the bus. Listen, guys, what we going to do, Tarver was there. Listen to the conspiracy. Tarver's there, right? And all these fucking guys here. Huh? Fucking Roy, right? Bernard fucking Hopkins. They were there, Mayweather. And they got together, those fucking guys, and they was talking bullshit. They said, we're going to come after Spence. And these hoe-ass niggas, they did it. Because that's what it was. Timothy Bradley was sniffing around. Now you can see how this lines up, don't you? You got a whole different perspective now, and you're back looking at boxing, aren't you? They're trying to make a weird freaking phenomena in boxing and change the landscape. This has turned into wrestling, storylines, niggas who are just talking. Spence have never ducked anybody. And I don't know how can a guy chase down champions, 3 different ones, and strip their goddamn belt, tell the nigga I'm coming for that motherfucking belt in front of this good white man holding the mic. I done sparred Mayweather. I ain't snitched about it. Knocked this nigga shit loose. And you up here talking to me. He got more fights than you, pussy. You fucking clown. I had 2 fights in. I'm going to rip your goddamn tongue out. And I'm going to make sure all your good fans look at it. We're going to step out the ring like one of them old motherfuckers from the 60s, nigga. Errol Spence, bitch, on the fucking farm with Jerry and them niggas in the Cowboy Stadium. That's what we're doing over here. It's that real, guys. We ain't just talking no hot shit. Who's got a better jab? In any weight class. Name them. Who's got better work? When they say, why do you say he's the best at 147? Sugar Ray body work wasn't better. Well, fuck if his footwork was better. The nigga got a better count. I don't give a fuck about that. Ain't nobody at 147 has ever had better body work than Errol, the True Spence Jr., the Bigfoot, the monster, the boogeyman, the big fish. Nobody's ever had a better jab. Go back and look at the jab. It's not what you think it is. It's not a regular jab. This is what makes it so difficult. Why you can break down a Mayweather with his type of jab. It's down to fundamentals, customado shit, Teddy Atlas shit. It's fundamentals, man. A fucking jab is the key punch, okay? If the guy cannot get around it and open up and do anything to switch hit, because the fucking jab is like water in your face, the fire hydrant. You can't. Then if you try shit, you got body work coming behind it. And the nigga's a body snatcher. That's even worse. Now are you getting it? And if that wasn't enough, the guy has footwork that's electric. When Spence throws the average hook, the overhand hook that usually lands on the top or almost on the back of your head, he's pushing you in a direction that he's feeling like a snake or a cat. He can feel your body moving. Every time he tightens up, you go to the left because I just threw that hook. I know I'm pushing you. I'm not just punching you. That's what you need to understand. I'm pushing you 2 steps over. He calculates like that snake. If you take that 2 steps, I got 2 separate combinations for you. And out of 2 combinations, just listen, 4 of those punches are body shots and 3 are jabs. Did you just hear what I said? You didn't even calculate what I just said until you play it back, slow it down, listen to it, go back and look at his fights. Then you understand what we're trying to tell you. That nigga is dangerous, bro. You've got to be on your P's and fucking Q's for 12 fucking rounds and endure the assault of a mule kicking you, a horse. Stand by a horse if you fucking want to. That shit clock you, nigga, you out. They said that nigga hit like a light heavyweight. He gave Charlo that work. I said this before, but I respect my nigga. I respect Canelo fucking Alvarez. That's my fucking buddy. But I tell you what, I wish the good Lord could give me just one nice little wish. Because I wish we fucked the belts. We on that other shit like Javante Tank motherfucking Davis. Bitch, we're the people's fucking champion. You a fuck about a belt, nigga? I'm Michael Jackson. Niggas love me. Denzel. We got the big wigs coming out. Corporations. We talking about 50 mil a fight, nigga. Back in money. The way it used to be. Italians and shit and cologne moving around and alcohol and women in fucking furs. Got them, you know, the fucking fight. Niggas willing to pay $200 to see that shit. What? Nigga? That's when the money's back. Boxing is back, nigga. Niggas be outside the fucking stadium trying to get in that shit like zombies, ho. Standing on the motherfucking chandeliers. That's what it's going back to. Y'all niggas trying to divert with all this weird shit, playing with that WBO. Mayweather was trying to get the WBO. That's why he never got a chance to do what Spencer's going to do, is become the undisputed 147. And that's what they all are trying to prevent. It's a conspiracy, bitch, and we know all about it. That's why you got the right one today, baby. The very nigga who set the trap, he got his ass whooped. Now I'm going to whoop you, Terrence. Whoop you, Boots. And if I feel like it, I don't think I will. We let your pussy ass fade away. Ain't nothing worse than just getting old in a cell, bitch. I ain't gonna kill you. Think about what you did. We might not even fight Thurman. Let him lose his next fucking fight, he has been. But I respect Thurman, and I think that nigga's number 2 or number 3. So I'll put you back and activate you, but you watch your step, pal. Get your ass knocked the fuck out. But I respect Thurman, and I think he has the potential to beat a lot of niggas we give him props to. I think Thurman can beat Crawford, on God. Let Crawford get in there playing with this nigga here. This ain't Sean, fam. The nigga is elusive. Yeah, he got some body issues. The nigga Thurman could hit. He's got a swag. Thurman would not go in the ring and get beat up by Crawford. He may not be winning the fight round by round by round, but I guarantee you, he be winning some like round for round. Damn, that shit is kind of, he'll do better than Sean Porter. We had it close until Sean got knocked down. I bet you Thurman will take it longer than that. But that's bringing boxing back. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. My bad. I'm curious to know, all I see and hear is people saying that we're right. Because we're being honest. See, a lot of people ain't gonna let you on their platform to say what you need to say. That's why I'm trying to get my own goddamn platform so we can tell the goddamn people what the hell it is out there. Not what they want you to believe or see. See, they always start off painting a picture for you. Earl was young and there was 5 other guys there, and it was raining that day and everybody's flight was delayed, and there was a few guys who were making noise in the back. It's like, okay, all right, I'm listening to this shit. This is sounding like a lot of deflecting. And I mean, he just gave him some of the best work. Usually Floyd dominates everybody, but Spence held his own. Guys, I know they will never allow a guy who's the money to be said to have lost to this guy. You know it. They'll pay whatever it takes. Keep him as quiet and stay as close to him as long as it takes. He's no longer available. Because remember, I'm greater than you. I beat you. I'm no disrespect. It come that time. I'm Spence. I'm Errol Spence. My name is Mayweather. Floyd. My name is Errol. Yours is Floyd. Your name is Mayweather. My name is Spence. And I got Junior. You the money guy and you the pretty boy. I'm the truth. I'm going to say it again. I'm the truth and I'm the big fish. And no matter what you do to muddy the waters, no matter how you come out and run your business with Crawford and BLK Prime, whatever you're doing with PBC, it ain't going to work. Because we got real publicists and a real business team and a real management. We don't have to ask Al for anything. He's an advisor and he's a good businessman. But somehow he knows, like any other record label, record labels ain't biased. They say, fuck that nigga, we give you a deal. We'll have both of y'all. We split them up. We don't matter. Make money off both of you. That's the way Al Heyman is seeing this. He ain't going to shit on Spence. No way. No way. That's why the sanctioning bodies didn't get stupid. I'm not shitting on that nigga. Don't make no sense. And if you try it, the other sanctioning bodies will put some paws on you. The IBF, let them try to get too fresh. Watch what the WBC do. They already showed you the muscle, homie. Huh? Excuse me? See, oh, we got some good sisters in the building too. Good old listeners in Europe. We kicking that real shit, ain't we? Telling you just the way it is, not the way it may be. Are you guys having fun? I think I'm going to do the big benediction now. I think we heard enough. I think it was very necessary to just make this video. By little, we're going to show you why things are shaping up for Errol the way it's shaping up. And how do we get to these weird narratives? How do we get to this crazy atmosphere where people are hurling shit at each other and almost wanting to fight? And what does that got to do with the fight? Nothing. It's just for views and clout. We're turning this into another hip-hop summit. That's one stupid thing about us that we do in the Black community. No matter what genre we in, we always got to relate it to the streets, whether we're basketball players, football players, singers, rappers. We always got to bring the fucking streets in this stupid shit instead of getting the fuck away from the damn streets. And they tried everything in their power to make Errol some low-life street kid. But I'm here to tell you guys today, you listening to the real, baby. One video at a time. One fight at a time. I know the jab is good on this channel. I know the body work is good. The footwork is good. Y'all just don't get it until you get your ass in this goddamn ring and the people's is listening and the lights is on and we done press start and we get down to the meat of it and the people start to hear you pivot. You start to run. You could know right away that Mayweather lost that fight when a freaking guy who's your trainer, who's a nobody in some cases when you talk about money in the American way, he hops up on the ropes at the boxing match between Spence and Mayweather and yells. This is his words. I yelled at him, "What are you doing? You're backing up so much he can't, you're not fighting, you're running. Stop it, stay still." He said that. Why would you have to tell the greatest to do that? Come on. You know why you tell him to do that. Because y'all ain't never seen no shit like that. Y'all don't know whether to stop it and sign him right then and there or run. Do you press quit? The doghouse was hot that day. And I heard from a lot of people, it was kind of quiet. Then it got loud the second time around. That's when the hitting started. People wanted to get their phones, but they're not allowed. And they watched greatness. They've never seen nothing like that. To make it even worse, Mayweather walks out the ring. There was, just so you understand, the first time when he said he caught me off guard, it was on a timer. They went to the allotted time, and Mayweather lost. Spence gets out the ring, humble, not acting all crazy, and Mayweather, not able to deal with it, says, "Hey, bitch, not bad." Spence said, "Wait a minute. Fam, what you talking about? I didn't hear what you said that again." "Oh, not bad for a bitch. All right, cut the clock off. Let me show this nigga something." Gets up in there, damn near knocks the guy out. Blacks his eye. Everybody walks out of there. Damn near with a disclosure. Keep your damn mouth closed. Don't you say a damn word. We'll sue your fucking ass. You'll never be invited back here again. Niggas was threatened that night. I heard it. Seriously. I'm not even kidding, by the way. Spence was tailed for months by Mayweather to make sure he's not giving out the wrong interviews and information because it was out there. Every reporter wanted to hear about it because it was leaking through the back channels. And people would show up, "Hey, how you doing? I'm Bud from Sky News. So what happened with Spence? What do you mean? Did he give up or did he black his eye? Why did he want to get out the ring?" Well, no, man. See, look, it was raining that day, and he was young, and he just got out of jail, and he fought 2 other people, and he gave him the best work ever. So, did he black his eye? Why did he get out? Why didn't he offer to take the next round? I mean, Spence is in the ring saying, "Hey, I want some more. I beat you 2 times. Get in here, sucker." And he says, "No." No, it wasn't like that. It was about 2 great guys coming together and bonding, and boxing is coming back. Y'all listening to the language? Y'all listening to the language? See, that's what they do with the bills when they write in Congress. Y'all know I'm be a senator, right? Man, write a poet, that whole thing. They tell you what the law is, and there's about 2,000 pages that goes into that bill with all kinds of things that money is allotted to. That's exactly what they do. They say loaded shit that, what? I know what that word means. What you mean? It was the greatest work. Great. I mean, what you mean? When he asked you, did he black his eye? It's not about that. What you mean? It's not about that. If somebody asks me, did they black your eye? I'm gonna say no. I'm not gonna say it's not about that. What you mean? I understand language, fam. I study law. I do law library. I go to get my business and do what everything everybody else does, right? Fill out motions and all that kind of stuff. What are you talking about? I understand language. You can hear the lies in the air. Now, this is why I'm tying it in, because the same thing is happening with Terrence Crawford. There's a lot of deflecting and misinformation that's flooding the boxing market. They're on some new fascist bullshit, trying to change the bathrooms and take over your kids and your boxing brains. They're bullshitting you right in front of your fucking face. They tell you what you see, you don't see. It didn't happen. And you said, well, I saw it. You didn't see it. It could have been edited. Don't trust anything. And you walk away more confused than when you started. This is what they're doing. Of course I'm upset. This is boxing. It's as American as the apple or the pizza, a hot dog, a slice of bacon. It's boxing. Football. This is what we do when we don't want to talk racism or talk fights or excuse me, killing each other like that. We talk sports. Guys, we pay for it. We support. We get our friends together. We get chips and our good-looking women. We invite people over after church, and we watch the fight. We've been doing it since I was a kid. Now they want to change the games. They said, how much did Crawford get paid? The people told you how much he got paid in the Sean Porter fight. Told you how much he got paid against Kale. How much he got paid against every guy, Jeff Horn. They told you how much he got paid against David Avanesian. You decided to say, no, I don't believe that. Why? Why? Why would these people lie? Because he said he was getting 10 BOK Prime. Oh, my God. My God. You mean the same people who we talked about who got these business problems? He got $5 million. When have you ever heard a fighter say that? I got $5 million, and then they gave me the other. Jesus Christ. That's what I mean sometimes. You just got to scratch your head and say, well, God, Lord, forgive us. We don't know not thy sins. What do you say? My people are dying for lack of knowledge. Let's see what Ronald says. Ask them all who fight Spence, and they will all say that the ring gets smaller and smaller. You ain't lying, bro. I swear to God, I was thinking that earlier. And Spence gets bigger and bigger. Sir, I don't know this guy. I promise you. I was looking around in my living room, my apartment. I said, I wonder how big that ring is. Because Spence got to be a giant in there. You know what I'm saying? You in a small little goddamn ring. See, to us, that we think that shit is like Giant Stadium. We don't realize they're in a small mattress of a boxing ring. And there's a bunch of crazy motherfuckers who don't know them. A couple of there's lights, beer, hot dogs, popcorn, fun. And they're fighting. And this guy, as Leonard Ellaby said, he's in there trying to punish you, man. For 12 rounds, bro. And the nigga jaw is solid, so you're not going to get in there and whip Mayweather figured that out. Because like they said, he dominated everybody he ever fought in that doghouse. That nigga name is hanging on that bitch. He got his jersey up in the stadium in the doghouse. Nobody going to beat Mayweather in no doghouse. Except Earl. Hang his jersey up now. He'll go down as the greatest 147-pounder, greatest welterweight, the only guy to come to the doghouse and beat Mayweather. He never allowed that to happen to him again, and he don't know how that happened. See, that's God. You don't get beat in the ring, but you got beat in sparring. That's our time, folks. Make sure you go back and take a listen. It's all there. Listen to the language.